What you guys, got another video here for your major Windows update problem with KB5060829. Now, I've been having a few problems with this update. What happened was I updated and I lost the taskbar, could not do anything to get it back. So I uninstalled that update, and when I uninstalled that update and restarted the PC, this is exactly what happened. I didn't get the missing taskbar. I tried everything to get that taskbar back and it would not come back. But you end up with the grey screen of death, and it's a nightmare to get that PC back up and running. If you don't have any system restore points, or you don't have any other way of getting your PC back, you could end up with problems like I had. I ended up in a reboot loop sort of situation where every time I got back to the desktop, the update started coming down and installing again. And you can see right here, I can't even pause the update because they've grayed it out. Microsoft, for some reason, grayed this out. So what I did was I went into the scheduled and tried to delay the installation. You can see it's pending restart. As soon as you restart, that will start to install. And I don't want that to happen, because guess what's going to happen? The taskbar is going to disappear. I'll go to uninstall the update and then I'll get the grey screen of death again. I've done this 3 times already and it's an absolute nightmare. And basically, I just want to stop this update. So I've got this scheduled for as long as I can. And now what I want to do is remove that update to stop it from installing, because eventually it's going to install and it's going to cause me a lot of headaches. So basically what I got here is, you can see I can't pause it right now. So I'm going to try to remove the update from the software distribution folder and try to stop it that way, to stop it installing. Now, I'm not suggesting that everyone is going to have this problem, but this is a major headache that a lot of people are not going to be able to work out. And unfortunately, Microsoft don't seem to care about rolling out updates that are broken, and they still push them out to people. So this is the problem I'm facing right now. So I thought I'd take you along for a ride and show you basically what I'm trying to do here to fix it. You see your device is at risk. You know, basically it's out of date and you need to install this update. So this is what's happening right now. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into services and stop the Windows Update service from running. And the reason why I want to do this is because I need to do that to delete all of the contents in the software distribution folder. So let me go ahead and we're going to open up the services window here. We're going to go down to Windows Update. And from here, what I'm going to do is quickly disable this. Now, another big headache that you're going to have by doing this is Microsoft, in their infinite wisdom, decided that when you disable Windows updates like this, they don't think it should be disabled and decide to enable it again, which then causes you a problem, which is what happened to me. I put it on disabled, hopefully stopping any further updates coming down, and guess what? They decided to re-enable it and it installed itself in the background and caused me another load of headache. So right here now, you can see I'm still at pending restart. So I've got this set to disabled. And what I need to do now is go to the software distribution folder. So you can do this via command prompt. You can do this via a batch file, or you can do it manually. I'll just show you the manual way. Go into Windows directory right here and look for the software distribution. This is where all of the update files are stored, ready to install on your system. Now, of course, I don't want this installing on my PC. Now, this needs to be disabled. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to delete all of the contents inside here. So let me just quickly refresh this, because this will lead you down the garden path thinking that it's disabled. And as soon as I refresh, you can see it's already running in the background. So Microsoft don't want you to disable this, and unfortunately, even when you set it to disabled, they think it's a great idea to restart it again, which then caused me a big problem. So what I'm going to do now is delete all of the contents inside the software distribution folder. There's quite a bit in here because it's downloaded all of the updates and they're stored in here ready to be installed on the system. Now you might be thinking, why don't I just go and remove the file that's installed inside this folder here? Unfortunately, it's all encrypted in different messages here, and you're not going to be able to find the particular type of file that you need to stop it being installed. So I'm just going to remove all of the contents. If you're worrying about breaking your updates, don't worry. When you reboot the system, all of the contents will start to be put back into this folder here, because that's the way it works. So I'm going to let this delete all of that content, and hopefully this will stop the installation of that particular update. Now, for some reason, Microsoft are literally forcing this on people because they're not letting you stop it. They should let you pause it. I don't want this on the system because it is causing me a problem. And unfortunately, Microsoft don't seem to think that it's a good idea for you to disable Windows updates or even be able to pause it, because they grey it out. You can see it's still disabled, so that's good. So what I'm going to do here is let this finish off. And when I do this, I'm going to then try to do a pause on the update to stop it coming down and installing on my PC. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below, whether you've rolled out this update yourself and whether you had any issues with it, because I haven't seen anything about the taskbar disappearing and I haven't seen anything about the grey screen of death. I have seen some other people complaining about problems with this update, but not that one in particular. So I will be posting this information on their site just so other people will know that this is a problem that they need to address. So I've deleted all of that content now. Now this is where the tricky part comes, because when you go back into your Windows updates here, I just want to quickly make sure that services is off still, because I don't want to turn it back on, because otherwise it's going to start to download that update again. So I want to make sure this is completely off and it's still disabled here. So for some reason they wanted to enable it again because of the content that was in that folder. It wants to push it onto your system. So now it's gone. Hopefully that's not going to turn itself back on. Now it still looks like this. If I restart the PC, that will show up as an error. And that's because we deleted all of the content in the software distribution folder. So really, you don't want to reboot the PC at this stage, because it is going to show an error and then you're not going to be able to do anything. So let me just quickly restart here just to show you what it will look like. And I'm going to go into Windows Updates and it will look like this. So I'm doing this just to show you. You really don't want to do this, because now if you retry all, it will start to download and install that particular update. You can see we've got a install error here, and that's because we deleted all the content. So what you don't want to be doing at this stage is retry all. But I will say that I got it set to metered connections. That did nothing. It still allowed the update to come down. So I couldn't stop it that way by toggling that on there. Also, I just want to point out that even we're in this situation here, the pause update is completely grayed out. The only way I can get that on is by clicking the retry all, and then we should see that pause section come up. Unfortunately, that might cause a bit of an issue, so I'm going to have to try it and hopefully get this to stop. I did do all the group policy changes and that didn't do anything either. It still pushed that update down. So what I'm going to do here now is, if you click on the retry button underneath there, it's not going to work. You need to click on retry all. So at this stage, I have no choice but to do it. So if you click on here, you'll see it's not going to work. If I click on retry all, it will start the download and installation process. So let me quickly do that. But when I do this, it should bring the pause button up for some reason. I don't know why it does this, but it does. And now you can see it's installing. That is a different update. So I could let that go, but I'm just going to hit the pause button this stage because I don't want any more updates being installed. So I've now achieved my goal by pausing this, and I can now set this to 4 weeks. But if I want to set this to a longer period, I'm going to need to go into the registry editor. Let me go ahead and click on registry editor here to open up the registry. And I know what these Linux fanboys are thinking in the comments section. Why do you bother with Windows? And sometimes I do agree with them, because it is an absolute nightmare sometimes dealing with this sort of stuff. So I'm going to go into HKey local machine here and software, and then Microsoft. And what we're going to do is come all the way down here to Windows Update. So I need to find Windows Update here. There it is right there. So let's click on that, open this up, go into UX, And inside UX, there's a settings folder here we need to go into as well. Okay, so when we're inside here, we need to create a new DWORD 32-bit value key. So let's go ahead and do that right here. So right click, and we're going to go new DWORD 32-bit value, like so. And now we need to give this a name. So let's give this a name. So we're going to call this flight, and we're going to call this settings, and we're going to call this max. Then we're going to go pause, and then days. Once we've done this, we can double click on this actual entry. So let's go ahead and double click on it. And what we can do here is give this a value. So let me just show you the value that you're going to need here in the hexadecimal, and click OK. And now what that's going to do is give us a really long period to pause. Now, you don't have to do this yourself if 4 weeks is enough for you, but until I find out a solution to this, now I really shouldn't touch this at this stage, but I'm just going to show you here. So I have to re-enable it and come down. You can see we've got 800 and odd, 1,042 weeks here. Now, unfortunately, by messing around doing all of this that I showed you here so I could capture the screen, I don't know what happened, but for some reason, the update managed to get down and into that folder again. And when I rebooted after I installed some software, the update installed itself and I had to do all of it again, which was an absolute nightmare. So if you are on Windows 11, whatever version of Windows 11, and you do get offered this update, I would seriously consider pausing that update or stopping it installing, because if you do end up with what I had, it's going to be a nightmare for you. It's going to take you a few days to sort that out, because once you start getting into that downloading and installing the update, you're going to end up in some sort of reboot loop where it reboots, installs, loss of taskbar, and then you're also going to end up with, grey screen of death. And then you have to try to fix Windows to be able to start the whole process again. And it's not easy, believe you me. So thank you very much, Microsoft, for pushing out another unfinished update and messing up my day and my system and giving me a major headache. Hopefully this saves other people the headache as well. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, whether you installed this update and whether you've had any issues. I'd be interested to read your comments. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members. I appreciate the support. I shall catch you in the next video, or I'll see you on the Discord server. The link is in the video description. Bye for now.